Gotcha, Jacob. Got Jacob right now, about to take Philadelphia Streetcar 2168.
Car 2168, ready to start. Do I have permission?
This was the car that I had earlier, 6119.
1 minute. People coming up.
You're gonna follow 6119 out, and then he's not gonna. You're gonna just stop to your speech. He's gonna keep trucking back. When you come back, come in on 1.
Okay.
All right, orders from the top.
I never roll back because it has the air brakes and it releases you lower.
6118 I rolled back just a few times, but it wasn't, you know, bad. It was like a slight rollback.
I have a way where I pull power as soon as I push it. As I'm pushing the brake off, I'm pulling you on the point of power already.
Gotcha.
So it goes straight forward.
We need one of those at Seashore. Especially for Talbot Park Loop. At least we have loops there. We can run a PCC theoretically when it runs. Alrighty. Pulling up to the stop.
2168, this is actually not a Baltimore car, rather a car from Philadelphia. This car was built in 1948, I believe.
49, honey. Yeah, no, actually 48. 48. It's 48, yeah.
And
it's a 21 series, it's 48.
Car company, and it was used in Philadelphia all the way up until 1996. It was used in regular revenue service from 1948 till mid-1980s, 1970s, and then was moved into excursion services, so that this car received a lot of charters in its later life. I mean, people would pay to ride on this car specifically along a few various lines. Which lines were specifically, Nikki?
The 23, the 6, the 50, and the 51 welcome line.
Okay. Those are the cars that this car had ran on at the time of her regular service and later charter service. Eventually, the SEPTA decided that this car, in its current state, was too much of a liability for their system, and thus they quarantined off a section of their PCC to be converted into more updated versions known as PCC2s. This car did not receive that kind of treatment, and thus it was decided to either sell it off to any museums asking that were offering for it, or scrap it. Obviously, this car is here today, so it does not receive the latter treatment. Instead, a group of trolley enthusiasts known as the Friends of Philadelphia Trolleys decided to acquire this car, but of course SEPTA did not want it on their property, and Friends of the Philadelphia Trolleys did not have a place specifically for this car to go to, so they kindly asked Baltimore Streetcar Museum to host this car for an indefinite period of time. Thus, BSM has become the operators and host to this car since 2001. This car had received winding of its truck gauges to meet our track gauge just by 1 inch on each wheel, satisfying the 2 inches requirement of spacing compared to Philadelphia and Baltimore streetcar gauges. This car was then heavily used as a general everyday car that we use here both during the summer and winter. Sorry about the Christmas car and thus this car is one of our heavy users. She has actually received a lot of upgrades on our property. She has received new paint. She's going to actually receive touch-ups on those paint pretty soon. She has received new motor generators and has had general new windows and all of her restoration equipment to her 1976 uses. That's why she has school bus style windows, as they did a modernization program back in the 70s. And one of the things that they set their wish to do to change from the PTC days was actually eliminate the vandalism and violence that these windows used to open out with a crank handle like in old cars. Back in the 70s, a lot of the individuals that were more prone to violence would rip those off the side and use them as a club. So SEPTA decided, we're getting rid of those because they are becoming a liability. They put in school bus style windows with the single pane and very plasticky
latches. Yeah.
They aren't exactly the most eye-pleasing of car features, but thankfully they did keep the standing windows, which are probably one of the more endearing features of this car.
I like to call them pill bar windows because they look a little bit like little pill bars in a ways, like little Tylenols.
Any questions on this car, on the BSM collection, or any of our affiliates such as the French? Understood, I'll be going into one track now. Yeah, exactly.
nice little fast run-in.
We're straight. Good.
Yeah, because we're coming into one track, right?
Yeah, we are set correct.
Alright, sweet. It's gonna be good to catch on video. Normally, trolley cars go in that little loop over there. We're going into one track right now. Ah, perfect. Dispatch is there. Yeah, he said line your doors up with the fence. Perfection. Right where you're standing, I'll line your doors up. Alright. The other museum I volunteer at. Shout out to Seashore. Us Philadelphians call it Acme. Well, the future is here and they are the worst cars in the system, so... And we are on the breaker. And we are back on the wire.